Yes. So welcome to CDMS training video 3 using the organisational features. What do we mean by organisation? Well, I'm referring to the issues that arise when trying to manage information on servers where the documents are stored in Windows folders, usually with some kind of hierarchy and a document control procedure in place. So here I'm looking at the problems where information gets misfiled or documents get lost, buried in wrong folders, misnamed or overwritten because everybody has access to these folders, everybody's busy, and it's just really something that's almost impossible to keep on top of. And this kind of thing can be hugely frustrating and can have real impacts on productivity. Time wasted searching for information can lead to delays in completing tasks and projects. Work can be duplicated, wasting valuable time and effort. Deadlines can be missed, and just basic communication breakdowns, misunderstandings, delays in decision making, and other inefficiencies. So we want to look at how CDMS can eradicate this. Well, you still have your document hierarchy and storage relations on the server as before, but now users don't have access to them to either open or save a document. That's all done through the CDMS program, avoiding all the issues of misfiling, naming, overwriting. So let's look at some examples. So let's say we have a project or project B, whatever that is. And in this project, we have daily planning meetings every day. Now, a planning meeting document is usually iterative, so you're not going and opening a new template for a planning meeting document every day. You've taken yesterday's planning meeting document, you're updating it with the new information and then saving it again. So normally this would mean going into the Windows folders, finding it, saving it, and all these kind of things can lead to problems. So, but in this case, we want to find the document. We just simply do a search in that group's search database. So it's a daily planning meeting I'm looking for. And there we go, there's all the daily planning meetings. I could just search by the latest version, but I just want to show that this is an iterative document, and every time it's saved, it's given a new version number. So we want to look at the latest one. So we access that document. Which is being retrieved from the Windows folders, wherever it was saved for us. And I want to update it with today's, so it's now the 29th. I might just want to review it, in which case I'll show you what to do at as we close. But as we close it, in this case, I'm actually changing it. So we have our meeting, and again, same as yesterday, we discuss issues and update findings, allocate tasks, and all the things you do at a planning meeting. Obviously it'd be much more comprehensive than that. So now the meeting's finished, I just close it. I want to save it. And here I get the option. I click yes here, and what it's done, it's saved that as a new version of the document. So if I come back in here and search again, there it is, document number 9. If I was just reviewing the document, obviously I wouldn't save it, so it would just close as it was. So there we are. We've gone and retrieved the document from where it was stored, updated it, new version's been automatically created with a new number, and it's been stored back into the same location without having to go anywhere anywhere near it. So I just want to look at some things in a bit more detail. For instance, let's look at a situation where we want to have a new document. So this time I'm going to go into the reports here, and I just chose this because it's a bit of a fuller template to have a look at. So here we are. I've been asked to write a technical report. It's a new document that's not been written before, so I have to find the template. But I don't have to search for the template because here's my technical report template. Now I've got other ones. No, it's not an incident report. I don't want to use that one. And it's not a presentation. It's definitely this one I want. So I click on this and I get up this page. So I've now retrieved, or will be retrieving, the a new template without having to go into the folder where it's stored and mess that up or do something. I can't do that. Now, what we've got here is one of the problems that you have with organisation is somebody could write a document, give it a document name, which actually means nothing. You know, we can tell, we can put in all sorts of procedures, but they give it some kind of document name, it gets saved, and nobody knows what the heck's in it. And if you're talking about hundreds or thousands of these documents, it becomes effectively a lost document because you don't know what sort of information it contains. The only clue you would really have would be in the document name. But in this case, when the document's opened, they're forced or they need to put in a certain amount of information. So in this case, we've got what the system it is, the equipment down to serial number, things like that. So even if the document name, when we're searching someone, if we are looking for faults on the equipment, this document will pop up. Or if we're looking for maybe a certain component that went faulty, all the documents with that component will pop out, no matter how badly this document was named. Now, I'm not going to hit generate report here, but when we generate a report, we get a report, and it's got all these fields in them which can be filled in at a later date, and then the database will just suck these out and put it in. So if we haven't got all these information on day one, they will be filled in later. The important thing to look at here in terms of organisation is this document save path here. So once the technician's written this, it can only be saved where we have decided, where the management, where the admin has decided this document's going to be saved. This can be made editable if you want, but generally it's locked down, so it can only be saved and no mistakes can be made. So basically, the template is preserved; it can't be messed up. As soon as you generate the report, that template will come up and it'll get filled in. It has information on it, which is going to make it easier to find in the future, no matter how badly somebody might have named it. And if we look back and just look at the editing of this document, what's imported now, I'm not going to go through this in detail because we're going to have a whole module in this. But basically, this is where you would set the save location. So any time, for instance, or let's just give you, for instance, you're creating another project or another kind of thing where you want to use the same document but in a different environment, you can import it and it will come up like this when you import it, but you can change the save location, and you can also give it a different prefix so that it's distinguished from these ones. But you can import all these fields, or you can just add to them as well. So these features where we're controlling where we get documents from, where they're saved from, without actually anybody having to go into these folders with a chance of making it up. And the fact that we can have fields that the users have to fill in, which helps identify documents and helps them to be found quickly and efficiently. These are the kind of things that help us to be much more productive with our time, much less frustrated and therefore happier, which is what we all want. So that's it for this video. So we'll see you in video 4, which is using where we'll discuss using the cross references and find features.